Okay. What is up with the Playboys? What's going on out there in the land of YouTube? What's going on, YouTubies? So listen, how's everybody doing? I can see the chat here on StreamYard. I think we're streaming on multiple platforms. Are we streaming on multiple platforms? I should really put my headphones on so how can you guys hear me? Give me a 5x5 if you can hear me okay. So I want to show you guys some videos that I came across, and you know, we're all a part of society, and we all get to see these different, let me turn this down. We all see the different videos that stream by our on our video stream. It gets circulated around and around and around, and we all see it. And so I saw a video the other day. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Press with Ranker. How you doing, Dan? How you doing? So I saw this video the other day, and I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention, and hopefully I can do that with using this system. And so I'm going to pull this video up that I'm going to go right here. What's going on? Do me a favor. Can you guys just put overturn Terry versus Ohio? Can you just put that down in the comment section for me as many times as you possibly can? Can you just put it down in the comment section as many times as you possibly can? Just real quick, just flood the comment section with overturn Terry versus Ohio. If you guys can hear me okay, V Boyer, good to see you. Kim, Press with Ranker, Florida Peach, audit them. Yo, overturn Terry versus Ohio, my friend. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. People are like, oh my God, it's a cult. No. It's freedom. It's liberty. It's justice. It's the American way. We have to overturn Terry versus Ohio. So funny. You always you go through life and you realize, oh my God, I could have died right there, right? So the other day I realized, oh my God, had I been just one way or the other in a step or two faster or slower, I could have died, because what happened right there is, and I'm not going to get into it because it was like, whoa, right? And if I could leave behind anything and someone said, what do you remember about this cat? The only thing people remembered is that step or two that I didn't take the other day, that if I could have, I would have got hit by that car. That Terry versus Ohio got overturned. Like right after that, people went, you know what? We all got together and we were like, we overturned Terry versus Ohio. He was gone, but we still did it. There you go. That would, I'll be shining down, smiling down from above, being like, so listen, let me talk about something a little bit. You know what? Let me grab my headphones real quick so I can have Delete Laws clips in my ears real quick. Hello, Charlie, little bear. Oh, you know what? It won't work. It won't work because if I turn those on, it will mess up my speakers. It won't work like that. It won't work. I can turn you up a little bit, DLZ clips, but you can hear too much of a backdraft. So what's going on, KT? Smile Kyle. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everybody. Good to see everybody. KT, it's nice to see you. Bruce, how are you, man? Merry Christmas, happy holidays. A loud toddler. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Good to see everybody. Happy New Year's. Tomorrow's is the beginning of New Year's Eve, and tomorrow we start a new year. And on the 3rd, I'm going to go and take a look at another place, but cool. Aw, sweet. DLZ clips, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wise and blessed. It's nice to see you. I'm just going to take just a couple of minutes and just kind of say hello to everybody in the crowd. You know, Merry Christmas, crippled. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I hope you're okay. You know, V. Boyer, Michael Dolan. Nice to see you, Michael Dolan. It's nice to see you. Yeah, we're living in we're not living under the rule of law, which is what constitutional law scholars are going to be about. We're living under a tyrannical police state, prison state, death state. And so that's why all of you guys are here. Shauna, JNS, my friends from up north. How are you guys? Good to see you. Huckleberry Auditor, good to see you. It's nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year to you too. Nice to see you. Deanna, how you doing, Yum? Nice to see you. Is Gloria here? Gloria, how are you? Merry Christmas. I'm just saying Merry Christmas to everybody for a minute. And then I want to show you guys a couple videos. And I figured out that I can flip them right here on my, right here. Ego checker, you could be half right, could be half wrong, you know. It would be the 1861 Civil Rights Act that would define what a citizen was. 1866, I'm sorry. So that's the, Ego checker just said that the 14th Amendment made us all slaves. So the 14th Amendment is going to be 1868. But the 14th Amendment is going to be hinged upon the 1866 Civil Rights Act. The 1866 Civil Rights Act defines what a citizen of the United States is. And, you might be able to go to Black's Dictionary and find different things and try to, have your own ideas and stuff. But, I highly recommend Ego Checker that you read that 1866 Civil Rights Act. You're going to find a lot of stuff in there. I'm so used to having to sit forward when I talk because I didn't have this microphone. So what's going on, Shanta? What is going on? What is going on? Good to see you all. It's good to see everybody. Man, look at this. What is really going on? Oh, okay. So that's the next thing I want to talk about. So listen, don't push the button. I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to do it live so that people can ask questions as I go. But it would be better if I just did it, recorded it, and then shared it with you guys. It was a lot more extensive than I thought it was going to be. That I had to put a lot, I had to put a lot of work into Don't Push the Button. So that's the website. Don't push the button. Don't press the button. Either one. So I had to put a lot of work into it. I wonder if I can do a preview and then show you guys. I have on replay. It's really cool. I can shift this camera around. That is really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. But I think that I can show you guys some of this stuff on the preview for, I can open this with preview, I think. And then I think I can share my screen. So this is just, I think this is screen 4. Let me see how this works. Go to settings. I'm still learning how to do this. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Nice to see you guys. Good to see everybody. I'm glad everybody's back. It's nice to see everybody. It's, yo, Breaking the Flaw. What's going on, Playboy? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Breaking the Flaw is here, everybody. That's all. It's good to see you, man. What's going on, John? How are you? Launchpad, amigo. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Bronco Nation. What's going on, Bronco Nation family? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So let me see. I wish I knew how to do this better. I really do. Oh, present. There we go. Share screen. Okay. Application window. There it is. Share. So obviously these are not cut for, so I think this is slide number 4, if I'm correct, slide 4. So what this shows in this slide is that when you put sugar in your body has to fill with insulin. The two systems that you burn energy are sucrose on the left and ketones on the right. And so when you put so I'll give you a real simple example of why someone take two people and they both wake up and they have a cup of coffee in the morning, maybe a half a cup of coffee in the afternoon, or maybe the second cup, and then at night they both have the same dinner. And so one of those persons is going to gain weight while the other person's won't. Because so if me and Bob both wake up and drink coffee, and this is how I put on this 40 pounds of fat to take off, was wake up in the morning and put that synthetic creamer in your coffee or a bunch of sugar, or just have, some yogurt, and what happens is your body has to have insulin. Your body's full of sugar, and so you have to have insulin in your body. That's what those little squares are right there. And so what happens is the energy going to be burned is going to be sucrose, sugar. So what I put in my body, that sugar in my coffee, is now going to have to break down. That's going to be half the energy that my body has to use, because there's insulin in my blood. And as long as there's sugar in my body, there'll be insulin in my blood. So my body has to use a sucrose system. So now after about 16 hours, depending on how much sugar you've had and what kind of sugar you had, a synthetic sugar can sit into your system, and then the insulin will constantly be releasing to try to break down that synthetic sugar, some of those creamers and stuff like that. So what this shows you is how over 16 hours, the insulin will break down in your body, and then you get into a ketone system of burning fat. And then, I mean, there's a bunch of slides. I mean, there's a full presentation here. Let me see if I can open up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now when you start fasting, and so remember, over your fast, you're only going to have coffee, black coffee, green tea with nothing in it, or salt. And you'll do little dips of salt. I'm just giving you guys kind of because I know that people are waiting for this, but I don't want to give you a presentation that is not going to be complete. So I have a couple more slides I want to build, and then I'll give you guys a full presentation. But right now, I just don't know if we need 2 or 3 more slides. Oh, that's so cool. Oh no, I don't want to do that. It'll get choppy on my end if I do that. Okay. So now so the other day I was watching Reddit, and there was a woman and she had a shotgun. And so they were going to disarm this woman. And so let me show you what that looked like. Let me go open with QuickTime. Can that be rotated? Okay, I got it open. Now let me share my screen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just learning how to do this. Application window, QuickTime, share screen. So here's what happened over there. So she has a shotgun right there. Sorry about that. And so the French police, because she has a shotgun, what they do instead of going at her is they take cover. And there's supposed to be sound on this, but I remember recording the sound. Sorry, it's sideways, but you can see it. There she is right there. She has a shotgun. And so now there's a cop who ran around the wall. And now you can see the cop, he's trying to get around her so that he's really sneakily opening that door. I'm not sure if you guys can see that very well or not, but he's really sneakily, see that the guy who lives there is helping him, because the guy who lives there knows that his goal is not to kill him, so he's helping him out because the goal is to save her. And so now they get the door open. She's right around here. I wish the sound was on because the gun does go off. The shotgun goes off, but I'm so bummed out that it's not. Boom, right there. Shotgun went off, but he took her down. That's it. That's it. That's it. Can you guys hear? Are you guys still here? Give me a 5x5 because I don't know how this thing is working. I'm really sorry, but I'm just learning. I just got this sound thing, and I just got this background put together, so I don't know if it's working. So there's that, and then let me show you guys something else. So now then I saw this video, and you wonder why someone doesn't want to go to jail. This is why someone doesn't want to go to jail. Sure. Okay. So now this is really twisted, and for the love of God, it's just two human beings who have been locked into a dungeon system that's going to create a Lord of the Flies type of situation. And so when you put human beings in a situation where they're going to be forced to behave like animals to survive, then they will behave like animals. And, you know, a lot of people have heard me talk about alpha, beta. You know, I spent a lot of time with my family, going to my family's wrestling practices and watching how the kids interacted. And there's an alpha, beta out in the world that we experience when you do combat sports like jiu-jitsu or wrestling or MMA or football or one of the contact sports, lacrosse. But when you put people inside of a dungeon, then it becomes something completely different. Because I've told the story of where I had to do what I had to do the moment I was put into a dungeon for no good reason, because I was put on the spot. This isn't about me, but I want to show you guys this, and this is what happens when this is what happens when you call the cops. This is what happens when you call the cops. This is what happens when you call the cops. Okay, let me put it a little bit more like this. No. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. Uncle's going to be busy for just a little while, okay? This door is broken. That's okay, buddy. That's okay, Charlie. Go play. Okay. That's okay, guys. Okay. Okay. So, what's going on? How's everybody? So now watch this. Now I wonder, I hope the volume is working. This is going to be really irritating if it's not and I'm doing something wrong maybe. You guys go downstairs. I'll be out in a minute, okay? Yeah, there's no volume on this thing. It's really frustrating me. Can you guys hear that? So, oh man. Well, if you can just see it, it's so frustrating. I'm really sorry that you guys can't hear it. But one guy is just completely alpha dog and like just he knows the other guy is so afraid. And so because he knows he's so afraid, he's treating the other person as though they are insignificant, as though their feelings of look how he's treating another person. And this is what happens. This guy doesn't, I don't know what crime this guy did here, but whatever crime he did, he's going to come out from this place that they put him, and he's going to be far worse, because hurt people hurt people. And if you take a look at this guy, and I know that you guys probably can't hear, but the man, if you really look at him, is broken. And look, his spirit has been broken. He knows that in the world of natural man, that it's just absolutely disgusting. And the other man, the man who's scaring him, he may not be a really terrible guy, but he's been put in such a horrible situation. He's been put in the grossest, darkest. He's behaving in the way that he's been treated. I wish you guys could hear this. I'm really sorry. This is the first time I've ran this this program. But just look. I mean, I'm a fighter. Some people are fighters. They would fight back. But this is yeah, poor dude. Charlie, give me a second, buddy. So then, let's end that one. And now that's going to lead me to the next clip. So you guys saw how the French police handled it when the woman had a shotgun. And so now you're going to see how, let me see if I can. Okay, I'm going to save it like this. You have to be able to hear this, though, so it's really frustrating. Let me mess with my sound for 1 second so that. No, oh my God, it was that simple. Now it's fixed. Okay, you'll be able to hear it now. Sorry. You'll be able to hear it. You guys should be able to hear this. This is brutal. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can still hear me okay. Yeah, this is kind of tough. I may even pause it so that YouTube doesn't zap my video. I really hope that the sound comes on here.
When you're on your bike, you gotta go with the traffic, right? You can't be on the sidewalk, means you gotta be on the side of the road so that oncoming cars. What's your name? Kenneth Wallace. Can you hop off your bike for me real fast? Do you have any weapons on you?
I do.
What do you got? Don't reach for it. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
So he is so serious about him going the wrong way on his bike, and then he says, "Do you have a weapon?" So he's actually putting his kickstand down, but the cop is so afraid of this guy.
Sitting right
kickstand down, bro. All right. Just put it down. Put it down. Don't touch your weapon. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Keep your hands out of your pockets.
Shoot me there.
Turn around.
Shoot me, mother. Call your office. Tell me any car. You guys keep harassing me.
You gotta Frank uncooperative.
I just come up here to get peace.
No, put fight down.
Okay, right here, let him go. He's got a pocket knife. Let him go.
What's up, G? What's up?
Okay.
Hey? Huh? What's up?
What do you got?
He shoots him right here. That's it. That's the whole video. That's it. He shoots him right here. Right here. This guy dies right here. So now, why wouldn't he want to just submit to the police? Why wouldn't he just want to just submit? Why wouldn't he just, just submit to the police? How come he just wouldn't want to just submit? Okay. 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 All right. So that's the reason why they didn't want to go to the dungeon. I mean, there it is right there. The reason why he didn't just want to easily give up and go to the dungeon is because unless he's one of the super predators of humanity, of human beings, when we break us down to Lord of the Flies, then he knows that he's going to be heading to a place where he could be treated like this guy right here, and that he'll have really no defense to it because there's no weapons. They chase all the weapons out. Only the really bad people get weapons in jails and prisons because that, well, I mean, I guess you would behoove you to get one. I don't know, but it doesn't look like if he had a weapon, he would have any chance against anybody. So, this is, I want to show you another video. So this is insane. And, I'll bet you it's in this Southwest. You guys saw the recent Southwest airline debacle where all the flights were canceled, and so I ran across this video where it showed this woman in line, and she was trying to get her ticket sorted out because her flight was canceled. They canceled.
Turns out he doesn't have a license, which would be the exact reason he attempted to deceive me. Turns out he doesn't have a license, which would be the exact reason he attempted to deceive me. All right, that's do unnecessary things. Do you admit that was irrelevant?
Just incredible stuff. The stuff that I find, the stuff that you guys send me, the stuff that people send me is so absolutely incredible. It's, I let all guys video. I have to know what's going on. We're number one in the world at locking people up in dungeons, and you guys get a little glimpse into what it's like to be in the dungeon. Now, in the future, now that I know how to work this a little bit, I will make sure that the videos that I procure them so that I know that they deputy shoots. I want. Deputy knocks on the wrong door. I can't find it, but let's watch this video because look at how we treat people in this country. It's just so amazing to me that, let me share my screen, that we tolerate this. I mean, it's just so crazy to me that we tolerate this in our country, that we allow police to treat people like this. It's infuriating for me.
Why do you say everybody? Turns out he doesn't have a license, which would be the exact reason he attempted to deceive me. Turns out he doesn't have a license, which would be the exact reason he attempted to deceive me.
To deceive me, he's the master. He's everybody's master. I wonder. I'm sorry, these are not turned properly. I wish they were. They will be next time.
All right, that's a lot of movement in the vehicle that I'm approaching. I don't know if you know, we die a lot. I mean, so
Yeah, a lot of people die a lot.
yeah.
So
I'm not saying they don't.
what was that for?
Well, why do we need
What
to
was
do
that
that?
for, sir?
I'm letting you know
What do
that
you
that's
mean?
high
A lot of
risk.
black people die a lot too.
I never said they don't.
Okay, so why do you say everybody dies a lot? What
Yeah,
do you
so
mean
why
by
do we
that?
need to do unnecessary
Do you
things?
admit that was irrelevant?
Nope.
What do you mean?
Anyway,
That was very irrelevant.
are you going to listen or you just want to argue about this?
The mom's in torture cuffs. Mom is in torture cuffs. It was a pullover, and they were reaching around in the car, and now mom's in torture cuffs. She hasn't done anything.
Wow, we die a lot.
Yeah,
we do too.
everybody.
Right, but
So
you
why
didn't
do we
say
need
that.
to do things that
I don't
increase
know. I
our
can't
risk?
answer that question.
So why do you need to come and interfere with my stop before you even know what's going on?
Because we
Interfere with my stop. Dude, you have someone's life in your hands, and we don't trust you, and because there's good reason not to trust you guys.
die a lot, so I was making sure they didn't.
You can record from
Because
over
we
there
die a lot.
peacefully.
We die a lot. I want to make sure they did.
Increasing the stress
I
of
want to
that
make
stop.
He says, why are you interrupting my stop? And she says, because we die a lot.
Stop before you even know what's going on.
Because we die a lot, so I was making sure they didn't.
You can record from
Because
over
we
there
die a lot.
peacefully.
We die a lot. I want to make sure they did.
Increasing the stress
I
of
want to
that
make sure
stop
they
is
didn't
not going to
die.
help
I
anything.
want to make sure they didn't die.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad to know that.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that.
So he puts her in torture cuffs because she wants to make sure they didn't die.
So why do we need to do things that
I don't
increase
know. I
our
can't
risk?
answer that question.
So why do you need to come and interfere with my stop before you even know what's going on?
Because we die a lot, so I was making sure they didn't.
You can record from
Because
over
we
there
die a lot.
peacefully.
We die a lot. I want to make sure they did.
Increasing the stress
I
of
want
that
to make
stop
sure they
is
didn't
not going to
die.
help anything.
I want to make sure they didn't die.
Okay. I'm glad to know that.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that
So that's why I answered your question. I'm glad to know that nobody got hurt either.
I'm
So
going
that's
to
why I
educate
did.
you here.
I'm going to educate you here.
I don't need to be educated. I see what I see on the news. That's all I need. I don't need you to educate me. I probably make more than you. I don't need you to educate me. But I'm not under arrest. You said what you did. You said that's why you was doing that. Am I going to jail or you can take this off? But
him.
Like I said, we all die a lot. And after you said that, there's nothing else I would never look at you eye to eye like that again.
So, turns out he doesn't have a license, which would be the exact reason he attempted to deceive.
The exact reason he attempted to deceive me. The exact reason he attempted to deceive me. I mean, she crushed him because we die a lot. That's what she said to him. Because he said, why are you over here interrupting my stop when you don't even know what's going on? And she said, because we die a lot. Oh yeah, let me give my buddy. There's a guy named Joseph at Geek Squad. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Joseph at Geek Squad. He hooked up, and big shout out to him. Thank you for there they are. Yo, Deanna, what's going on? How's everybody doing? So let me open up real quick my oh yeah. So just so you guys know, let me share my screen with you guys real quick. Chrome tab. Can you guys hear that? Is that sound on real quick? Make sure I got this here. Is there any sound on that? Because I don't have any sound on that. Do you guys hear any sound? Yo, P-Rex, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. Oh, Topher. Oh, Topher. It's a long story, brother. It is a long story. But this guy's losing his mind here. Let me see if I can get this to work with the volume here. I don't know.
As of right now, if you don't move right now, I'm gonna take you to jail.
Okay? For what?
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm a homeless person.
You cannot stand in the middle of this intersection.
But there's no law that says I can't stand here.
There is. This is not a sidewalk, sir. This is not a sidewalk. This is a median for vehicular traffic. You are out.
You can't drive on that.
You are out in the road. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, well, if you can show me something that says I cannot stand right there.
I'm letting you know right now. This is not a sidewalk.
If you can show me something that shows me how he's hurting someone else.
This is the road. This is the road. You cannot be out in the road. You need to be out on the sidewalk. You cannot stand here. You cannot set up camp here. You have been here since the last time I told you to move off of here. If you want me to show you a statue, cool. But I'm going to show you a statue taking you to jail. You can't.
Look, and there it is right there. There it is. If you don't do what I want you to do when I tell you to do it, then the only response for that is for you to go to jail. And take a look at the timestamp. We're 2 minutes and 41 seconds into this, meaning that it has to have happened within the last 160 seconds.
You can't take me to jail just for standing here, man. Like,
So are you? I don't have to show you a statue. You can look that up on your own. You can go to the police department if you feel like your rights are being violated. But you are in the road.
Okay, are you a veteran?
Oh yes, I'm a veteran.
You are. You're a veteran.
I know. Yes.
You should be ashamed of
Okay,
yourself.
get off of the sidewalk. I'm gonna also need your ID. Collect your things, and I'm also need your ID. Next time I see you out here, brother, I'm going to either write you a ticket. No, I'm either write you a ticket or you're going to go to jail. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. Because you're here panhandling. That's what you're doing, brother. Well, you need to move off to the side, brother.
The cops causing the bigger commotion. If you don't want to give them any money, don't. So anyway, this escalates. You guys know this blows up. That's not really, I didn't come to this video to show you guys this video.
Money without me asking. I don't have.
I came here to show you that if you guys go to charlotteobserver.com up here, you see that? The Charlotte Observer, they show a lot of police videos. See that the URL up there? Is that highlighted or not on StreamYard? I can't see. Oh, you guys don't get to see it, but let me drop the link in the chat for you guys. And I often will let this just go and stream because I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, guys. I'm looking for a studio still, but I'm gonna find it. Yeah, there it is. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. So let's watch a little bit more.
I don't have because you're, first of all, I mean, it can be inferred, okay? Because that's the way the law works. Right. Things can be.
So now take a look. There's a cop car here stopping all traffic. There's another cop car because now they're coming to arrest him. And it's like, for what? For what? Because there's someone making money. The city, the state, the attorneys, the judges, everybody's making money.
Can be inferred. So if it appears that you're violating the ordinance, that's how that works.
Right, but if
so, if you're so let me tell you, because you're not a lawyer, you can get one, but I can tell you how the law works. You're in a median, right? You're waving at people in the median after I told you.
Down like this.
Yeah.
I sit there and observe you, and that lady's a witness down there.
yeah,
Oh, he was asking for money from people. They do it every day in Los Angeles. You just drive right by them unless you want to give them $1 or $2. And that's it. You just keep on going. Leave the man alone.
and I walked up.
Listen,
I packed
listen.
up like you told me.
I just want you to know you can go to jail for this ordinance.
Oh, there it is again.
If you continue,
There it is again. What did I say? There it is again. There it is again. Or I'm gonna take you to jail. Or I'm gonna take you to jail. Oh, Scrub, did you meet you met V Boyer? Glad you guys connected. So Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Smile Kyle, how you doing, buddy? Greg, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What's going on? Andrew, how are you? How are you doing, man? Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming. Thank you, Scrub. Appreciate you guys, Greg. So once again, though, the cop threatens to take him to jail and use violence on this man who, again, is only panhandling for money. He hasn't hurt anybody. He hasn't thrown anything in any cars. He hasn't spit on any windows.
if you continue to argue with officers, you're going to go to jail, and we are going to call animal control for your dog. You got it?
That.
Okay.
But
So no.
Oh.
You cannot be here.
that's fine. I told her.
I told you.
Down like this.
Yes.
I sit there.
Listen, if you continue to argue with officers, you're going to go to jail, and we are going to call animal control for your dog. You got it?
Oh, you piece of dog. You piece of you PIG. I'm going to, if you continue to argue with officers, you're going to go to jail, and I'm going to call animal control on your dog, meaning that if he doesn't get out of jail in time, his dog will either be adopted out to someone else or euthanized.
That's that.
Okay.
But
So no.
if I
You
did it
cannot
for
you cannot
somebody,
be
you can't
you
give me a
cannot
ticket.
you cannot be here. Call your dog up. Call your dog up. Turn around. Can we get your ID? Can we get your ID?
Okay. So just so you guys know, all right. Okay. So as you guys saw, what happens next? They attack him, they beat him, they tase him, they arrest him, they put his dog in animal control. Okay. So I can't show any of these things because YouTube will hammer my channel, my video, like they're doing already. So let's just you guys know what happens. He gets completely cheated, railroaded, beaten, attacked. I hope I think there's a
Dog and everybody.
The dog bit me, and then I could feel the dog coming between my
Yeah.
legs.
I did not want the dog to bite my partner while we're trying to detain a man, and we don't know what he has on him.
Of course.
That's that.
Yeah. And you seen the dog go which way?
It ran down this way somewhere.
I'm gonna get his info and then. The lady that wanted something.
No, he wanted a sergeant.
Oh, he did. Okay.
And so
She's a witness to all this. I've
they
seen her
didn't
before.
see it all.
They didn't see anything. All they saw was the aftermath from me tasing the dog and everybody.
The dog bit me, and then I could feel the dog coming between my
Yeah.
legs.
Okay.
So he tased the dog, and he didn't see anything. Is what the cop says.
I did not want the dog to bite my partner while we're trying to detain a man, and we don't know what he has on him. Of course. That's
Yeah, your safety is the most important thing, no matter what.
that's that.
Yeah. And you seen the dog go which way?
It ran down this way somewhere.
He doesn't really care because the guy defied the police orders of get off that median right there. And as you know, that is the most important thing.
Let me get his info and then. Yeah.
I'm back my body cam. I'm good, but
EMS thing.
no, it's
We're good.
oh.
Okay. So I may have to pause this,
Right there! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
I see nothing. I don't,
Drop the gun! 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 Drop the gun!
why the blur? I don't. Why the blur? Looks like he's got the gun upside down. What? 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 Did you guys just see that? Did you guys just see that? Did you guys just see that? Did you just see that? So, what kind of investigation needs to be done? What do we need to investigate? We need to investigate. We saw the guy have his hands up. Coppers shot him. They killed him. He's dead. What do we need to investigate? He had his hand. He had the gun like this. They blurred it so it looked like maybe he had it like this or something. He had the gun like this, dangling it. So, like, what more needs to be investigated? So there it is. There's the gun right there. So, like, what is up with these where only we can look at video? Like, we can see the video too, coppers. We can see it too. Don't need a special investigator. I'll be an investigator for you. You can see, coppers. His hands up in the air. There's his other hand up in the air. Okay, you get it. Call in BCI, David Yost. Call in BCI. They'll investigate that for sure. It's going to take months, maybe years. It's going to take a long investigation. You're going to need to do an investigation on top of an investigation. You're going to need to do a big investigation. It's like, and as far as YouTube is concerned, listen, YouTube, don't be mad at me. I'm on the CharlotteObserver.com. I'm just going through the CharlotteObserver.com. I'm showing what they showed the public. So why would YouTube censor the video? I don't understand. But hey, mine start off demonetized. All my videos, every video starts off. Delete laws clips will tell you. Every video I start off with is demonetized. This one will start off demonetized as well. It's wonderful. Thank you, YouTube. Okay. We get it. No. I want to see that. Okay. I don't know what's going on. There's no sound. So I'm just seeing what's happening here.
On the radio. Shoes hit. The 6132.
Look, they got the person in cuffs. This copper still has got his gun out. She's in handcuffs. He's in handcuffs. Whoever's in cuffs, copper still got his gun out.
Fired. LEC. We're good. He's on the radio. Let's
look at this guy. Can't put his gun away.
roll him onto his side.
He's already in torture cuffs.
You just, hey, you're going away. I'm gonna start. All right. I gotta make. Oh, okay. Good to go. Good to go. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So whoever this was a crazy. It looks like one of the crazies. People who snap and start shooting at cops is what it looks like to me. You guys tell me. I don't know the whole story.
I'm lethal. He's got his hands underneath. I got the hands underneath. I'm stepping on the gun. Leave the gun. Gun stay. I'm stepping on the gun. All right. Somebody get on the radio. Who's that? Shoes hit. Seven 6132 fired. LEC. We're good. He's on the radio. Let's roll it.
So Jonathan Bennett. Okay.
Throw him onto his side. Can you just, hey.
In order for law enforcement officers to get a warrant to search your own or any property, they have to present what's called a probable cause affidavit. It's supposed to lay out evidence that you committed a crime, and they need to invade your privacy to collect evidence. But the probable cause affidavit used to get a search warrant to search Bobby Joe Duggar's home last October have portions that appear to have been copied from a different warrant issued just days earlier.
They tore my house up pretty much, dumped my clothes out of the closet and dumped my clothes out of the dressers and my bathroom. They ripped apart the where the hot water heater goes. It's just torn apart.
That's what Bobby Joe Duggar says happened when deputies with the Catawba County Sheriff's Office raided her home this past October. She says they showed up at her house and asked permission to search for drugs just weeks, she says, after she'd let them search her home, and they found nothing.
I told them no, not at that time, unless they had a warrant.
Eventually, they did show up with a warrant, giving them permission to go inside. The warrant says police conducted a controlled buy of meth at Duggar's house, but if you look closely, details in the document police used to get the warrant stick out.
There's a fake warrant. It's copy and paste warrant. They didn't have a name on it.
The affidavit used to get the warrant to search Duggar's home includes a description of the premises to be searched that doesn't match her house. It says the controlled meth buy happened at an address different from hers. But those details are identical to an affidavit used to get a search warrant in a different case, just days earlier. We compared the two documents and found them to be nearly identical.
It all looks very suspicious, and it causes a reasonable person to question whether or not there ever was any probable cause to execute a search warrant on this particular address.
But what's worse is what Duggar tells me happened after officers got inside her home. She says someone dressed in all black with a ski mask over their face made her strip down and then conducted a cavity search. Something she says that isn't in the warrant and that law enforcement experts tell me is not standard procedure.
I felt raped. I felt like I was being assaulted by the county or the city, people with badges, and who does it? Who comes in your home and does it?
Duggar tried to file a sexual assault complaint with the sheriff's office, challenging what she says happened to her. But she says the office has refused to investigate. And months later, she says, police showed up with another warrant to search her home. This time looking for nuts and bolts of a golf cart she'd recently purchased from someone that turns out had been stolen. They left her house with a number of other items instead, including a home security video system that captured deputies' actions in both the October and March searches. Does this raise a red flag for you?
Absolutely. It certainly looks suspicious.
Warrants to Charlotte lawyer Tim Emery, who isn't involved in this case.
Is this some sort of systemic behavior going on in the sheriff's department? Is this behavior that is unique to a couple of officers? Is there some sort of innocent explanation?
We showed the two warrants to Charlotte lawyer Tim Emery that captured deputies' actions in both the October and March searches. Does this raise a red flag for you?
Absolutely. It certainly
Captured deputies, including a home secured stolen. They left her of a golf cart she'd recently.
Okay. So they get a warrant for her house saying that they're looking for stolen property. And the stolen property is hardware, nuts, bolts, washers. And then when they get there to the woman's house, they then take her video surveillance because she had already said that she'd been sexually assaulted.
Recently purchased from someone that turns out had been stolen. They left her house with a number of other items instead, including a home security video system that captured deputies' actions in both the October and March searches. Does this raise a red flag for you?
Absolutely. It certainly looks suspicious.
We showed the two warrants to Charlotte lawyer Tim Emery, who isn't involved in this case.
Is this some sort of systemic behavior going on in the sheriff's department? Is this behavior that is unique to a couple of officers? Is there some sort of innocent explanation for all of this?
Do you feel targeted?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Why? Why me? They're supposed to protect the service, not rob us and hurt us,
Catawba County Sheriff Corey Reed first agreed to an interview for this story last week before changing course and sending a written statement saying in part that both warrants executed.
Okay. So then they're going to explain it away. Let me show you guys something because now I figured out, I got my sound figured out and I got the lighting and the backdrop figured out. So let me show you guys something that I was going to do a full story on, but I'm there's so many things that are going on at all times that it's just absolutely incredible. So I'm going to pull these videos up one at a time. I want to show you guys what this little piggy does. And okay, I mean, because they're already going to hammer this video as it is, but
the first time we're hearing from the man tased nearly a dozen.
Okay. So, and then let me also open Easy Move. I have so many videos downloaded about this story. So this is the story of Keith Schneider. I think his name is Mike Schneider. He's a I don't want that video downloader. Give me the last videos I've downloaded here. What is the original? And I wonder if I can just pull this up on YouTube. I think I will. Let me just you guys are going to be, you're in for, let me just show you the road I've gone down to investigate this. And then you guys can tell me if it was worth just taking a second to get it. I believe it was the Glendale. That's right. Let me find the oldest video first. 3 years ago. Okay, this is the original video. Now, this is the original video, but let me just tell you something. I have gone and I've found all of the updates. You'll see. I mean, Chrome tab. So here's the video. Okay. And now we're going to watch a series of videos here. Scrubzilla, what's going on? Deanna, Gloria, Joe, how you guys doing? Good to see everybody. So this is a really disgusting story. And since YouTube's going to zap me anyway, because a tiny speck of violence was shown, there'll be a little bit of violence in this, but not a lot. So let's get right into it. And then I'm going to show you the follow-up. So this is 3 years ago. This is 3 years ago. I'm going to show you every video I've seen. It's going to take about 30 minutes. I'm going to show you all 3 videos. Okay.
Well, it is the video tonight that is making people wince all over the country.
A Glendale police officer tasing a man in the groin, and it is
to really ramp things up and take a look at what happened next.
What's your name?
It went from a couple of routine questions
He's gonna fight, dude.
I'm not, bro.
to a scuffle
Oh, man, what the f*** wrong with you?
to Johnny Wheatcroft getting tased in the testicles. Yes, right in the groin.
Where did things begin to go south? Looking at the limited amount of video that we have, it went south almost immediately.
Andy Anderson is a retired assistant chief with the Phoenix Police Department. Now he reviews cases like this one to see if the officers involved acted reasonably. Here's what took place. Glendale police approached a parked vehicle with 3...
Okay, so that's not, so let me jump ahead in the story a little bit, because when they first start the investigation, well, they know right off the bat. This cop Schneider, he couldn't have seen them not use a blinker. He was coming from around the other way and they were coming from around this way. You're going to see that in a minute in the next 2 videos. But right off the bat, they're starting off by telling an untruth, and I want you to see that. Maybe the guy was just confused. Maybe the information wasn't there for him yet, but if he's an investigator, then he had the same data that I did. So I just want to be clear about that.
Three adults and 2 children. The driver had no driver's license. Wheatcroft, in the passenger seat, refused to show any ID, which he's not required to do. But one of the officers threatens to arrest him.
Here's the deal.
That's when police say Wheatcroft resisted, and they tased him nearly a dozen times, including in his butt and groin. During the struggle, a child in the car is heard crying, and a woman knocked out one of the other officers.
Was this a situation that could have been de-escalated if the officers there reacted differently?
No doubt about it. I mean, there's a lot of talk nowadays about de-escalation, and there's a lot of training going on across the nation with police departments to de-escalate. And I think this is a good example of why that training is taking place.
In the end, the county attorney dropped assault charges against Wheatcroft. He's now in prison on an unrelated conviction, and he's been in prison before. Officer Matt Schneider was suspended for 30 hours.
In the Phoenix Police Department, would that be a violation of taser policy?
Oh, absolutely. And I would think that in pretty much any department, his use of taser was out of line.
Johnny,
Okay, so these guys, they suck a little bit here. So there's 1 year, still no charges, but let me get to the 2 years. And let me get to where, hold on one second. Let me look at what I had. I feel like I became friends with this one reporter. Still no charges. Glendale mayor stands by police after controversial tasing. He pulled his pants down to tase him, by the way. In the groin is what they're saying, but he pulled his pants down. Wait till you see you guys want to see the whole. Let me show you guys the full body cam video. Here it is. Okay. So now let me warn you guys here. So because they're going to hammer me anyway, you know, because we showed a little bit of violence. Let me warn you guys here. No, there's still nothing going on with this case. This case is still nothing. The case, let me show you something. I'm going to show you the full body cam. That way you guys can just see it, because I was going to do a full video on this anyway, but I'm busy. I don't have time to do this, Okay, so he came in. So let me just set the scene for you guys so you guys truly understand, and I'll make this big screen. Sorry about that. So he comes in, he's just motoring around, just comes around the parking lot, sees this guy has pulled in, and decides that he's gonna F with this guy. He's just gonna F with him. He's just gonna mess with this guy. Because when his old lady backs in, he's in the passenger seat, she's in the driver's seat. So she's in the driver's seat, he's in the passenger seat. They pull right up to the old man, and then she's sitting there in the driver's seat. They don't even go up to her. This is such nonsense. Let me make a big screen so you guys can see it.
How y'all doing? You guys staying here?
So those are the kids in the car.
Hey, when you turn in here, man, just make sure you throw your turn signal on.
He couldn't have seen a turn signal.
Nobody has their ID on them? No? Anything with their name on it? Yeah, just grab it out real quick.
He couldn't have seen a turn signal.
Nothing in the car, there shouldn't be, right, anybody? Nothing.
Those are the kids in the car. That's those two kids.
Thank you. Well, just hang on a minute, okay? Don't reach in your bag, man. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You said you don't have no idea.
So there's this constant don't be reaching thing. You know, when people want to kill cops, they don't reach for something typically. They're already unhinged. This is just so ridiculous. We're living under these conditions. And now watch what they do to this man. I'll be quiet and let it play. Watch what they do.
What's your name? Why am I even asking that? Well, you don't have ID, and we made a. Yeah, if you're a passenger in a vehicle, you need to have. Why is that? I have an ID. I don't know how to get to it. I didn't do it wrong. Okay, well, I could take you down to the station and fingerprint you. Because we made a traffic stop on the vehicle, brother.
He's calling him brother, but you didn't make a traffic stop. He literally just pulled in the same parking lot as this guy and decided he was going to harass him just to see if maybe he could find something that he could arrest him for. Reminds me of Tim and Sarah, to be honest with you, from Ironton.
We could do this one of two. No, I'm gonna relax. Listen to me. We're gonna don't. Okay,
I don't want you stuffing anything down in between the seat like you're doing. Relax. Keep your foot in there.
Okay, stop, please.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Listen to me.
Here's the deal. Now, he puts a taser to this guy's shoulder blade and then says, don't tense up.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Relax your arm, okay? Don't start. Listen. A couple of things. One, okay, you don't have no ID on you, okay? I'm trying to do this as easy as we can. You already done stuff something down in your backpack and you stuff something down in the seat. Okay?
Why does he care if he stuffed anything anywhere? He's not hurting anybody or doing anything wrong to any other human being in the world.
You gonna fight or not? No, I'm not.
And look how he's grabbing his arm. If you grab my arm that way, you're going to have a problem with me.
We're gonna do this. I just watched you.
No, you didn't, sir.
Now watch how he treats this guy's arm. Watch this. Sorry, bro. We're going right here, right now if you do this shit to me.
Hey, listen. He's gonna fight, dude.
Look, okay, look. He has his arm raised. I just want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. Okay, look. So look, it's not simple. I want you guys to watch. He lifts up his arm so that his rotator cuff cannot twist any further when you lift someone's arm up. Okay, watch. You see right there? I'm going to slow this down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. He's going to lift up this guy's arm. And in wrestling, just so you know, when wrestling, you often will twist people over by twisting their arms up. But if you lift the shoulder above a 90 right here, and then you rotate the arm here, you tear the rotator cuff. It's extraordinarily painful. So I'm going to turn this volume down just a little bit so we don't hear the, but watch. So that's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Right there. Right there. Look, see, you see his face? Oh, right there. You see his face? That hurts. That hurts. Look at that. That hurts. I'm not fighting. He's telling him to relax. Look at what he's... That's the kid crying in the background. Don't pull away. Remember, I'm not... This man has done nothing but pull into a parking lot. Look at the arm. Look at the arm. What is he doing to this dude? Look at his wrist. Look what he's doing. Look at that. Pushing the shoulder forward as he pulls on the fingers with the elbow bent. That's a way to tear a rotator cuff. Relax. Are you kidding? Oh my God. There was the first tasing right there. Did you hear that? Shoots him with the tape. Oh my God. Oh my God. You hear the little kid in the background screaming, please stop, please stop. That's his son. It's them saying to please stop. They're not done. They're not done torturing him yet. His feet are caught in the seatbelt. You can see right there. And now the child going to take feet out. They're not done. That's the son. You're all right, buddy. She hit him in the head is what they're saying. So if they arrest the mom, then the kids have to go to child protective custody. His shorts didn't just come down. The cops pulled them down. Look at how they're treating that woman who's done nothing wrong. She's done nothing to anybody at all. There's no victim. There's no one crying in the streets that she hurt them. She's done nothing wrong. She's parked in a parking lot. They're just torturing him. You could pick the guy up and put him in a seat. They're just torturing him. Pulled his pants down. Look at how they're treating him. Look at how this cop is treating him. Look at how they're all treating him. What did he do wrong? You shouldn't have done anything stupid like be in a parking lot when I drove through here. Stop being a big baby. You should be able to be attacked by a bunch of people who don't know you when you've done nothing wrong. And you should be okay with that. Don't be a baby. So Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let me go back here real quick. I'm so sorry. Let me go back here. I want to show you guys something. It's not done for him yet. Okay. Okay. You see the a-hole on the screen right here? Watch what he does to this guy's wrist. He's already cuffed up. They've beat him up. They got him, right? It's all done. But watch what this a-holio right here does to his wrist. You see his arms flex right there? He twists his hand toward his back. He's still hurting him as he walks. He's torturing him. He's torturing him. The man's being tortured. They treated him like such trash. So there's 1 year ago, 3 years ago. No, it's Action 12. So this guy here.
First on ABC 15, a major development in our abuse of force investigation, first revealed 2 years ago.
This Glendale police officer now being criminally charged. His name is Matt Schneider. The ABC 15 investigators exposed how he lied about a blinker violation, pulling a passenger out of the car and then tasering him several times, including once in the groin, while that man was handcuffed.
The charges are a huge development. It's extremely rare for officers in Arizona.
Nothing happens. The judge on the case says that Matt Schneider one time played baseball with his son on the league, in the little league, whatever. So it's thrown out of court. Nothing happens. Nothing's happened to Matt Schneider. Just so you know, 3 years ago you saw. Wait till you see the other angles of the body camera where he pulls the shorts down to tase him in the schnuts. This is a major development for charges to be filed 2 years later.
To be charged with crimes for use of force.
It may not have happened without investigator Dave Biscoving's reporting. The case was ignored for years, ignored until Dave exposed the body cam video.
Dave Biscoving is a hero. I've downloaded all of his videos. I was going to cut them all together, but
The world to see.
bring.
The Attorney General's office charged Schneider with 3 crimes, and it's taken a long time to get here. The charges come more than 4 years after that traffic stop, and now a warning. Parts of this story are graphic.
Glendale officer Matt Schneider was often his department's top leader in arrests. He starred on the show.
He was the top leader in arrests. He was promoted quickly for arresting so many people.
Cops, but now
A warning. Parts of this story are graphic.
Glendale officer Matt Schneider was often his department's top leader in arrests. He starred on the show Cops, but now he's on the other side. Schneider was just charged on 3 counts of aggravated assault, all Class 6 felonies. The charges stem from this traffic stop in July 2017. It's important to remember, not only did officers taser the man 11 times, Schneider made up the reason he stopped the car at the motel in the first place. He claimed there was a turn signal violation, but surveillance video shows the officers never could have seen any violation because their police vehicle was in a back alley. Outside experts say Schneider falsely claimed the passenger had to show him ID, and when the man questioned why, officers repeatedly shocked the man as he was tangled in his seatbelt. And this is where the 3 criminal charges come into play. Face down on the ground while handcuffed, Schneider kicked the man twice between the legs and then pulled down his shorts and tasered him in the groin. According to state statutes, it's aggravated assault if it happens while the victim is bound or restrained.
Now, here's a timeline in the case. It happened in July 2017. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office cleared Schneider and did not Brady list him for lying. Then in February 2019, we exposed the video. The FBI immediately launched.
Let me just pause it real quick, okay? 2017 incident occurred. Maricopa County Attorney's Office cleared Schneider. Stop right there. We need a third party. And this is, just look at the timeline. It's just so ridiculously stupid.
Federal investigation, which is still open, and the feds asked NCAO if they would relook at the case. Then in June 2020, new County Attorney Alistair Adele took office and sent the case to the AG's office. Now Schneider is no longer a cop. After our investigation, the state police board opened a case, and last year he forfeited his license. But before that happened, Schneider retired under accidental disability, allowing him to collect a pension and benefits. I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Today, we also learned Schneider has not been arrested. He was served with a summons and will appear in court at some point in the next few weeks.
In an email.
So let me speed you guys up here. Oh, you know what? Why do I need to speed you guys up? I'll just show you. I'll just show you the videos. Like I went all the way down this rabbit hole. So it's like, see, look, Matt Schneider. And then just go this month. Here it is.
New tonight, Glendale is finally settling the 2018 lawsuit filed against the officers who repeatedly tasered this man. It was a horrific case that Glendale kept quiet for more than a year. But after we exposed this video of the violent arrest, the case went viral, and one of the officers was criminally charged.
ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscobing broke all of those stories, and he's back with new information on this settlement.
But first, the warning.
That nothing happens.
The body camera video is intense and graphic.
The traffic stop happened back in 2017 and quickly descended into chaos. Johnny Beecroft, the passenger, pulled out of his car and tasered 11 times. The final tase, which we're not showing right now because young children may be watching, was done by an officer who pulled down Beecroft's pants and stunned him in the groin.
Shut up. Shut up. You're fine.
Now, 5 years later, the records show the two sides have finally settled. The settlement agreement is confidential.
Of course.
Officials are declining to comment. Only saying, quote, "We will have no further comment on this case now or in the future." In addition to the repeated taser, surveillance video shows officers could not have seen the blinker violation they claimed they did. But Glendale aggressively defended the case. The settlement coming after Beecroft's claims survived motions for summary judgment and motions to dismiss. Now reporting complicated Glendale's defense in the lawsuit. See, the main officer involved, Matthew Schneider, was criminally charged as a result of our stories. And earlier this year, a judge reconfirmed the charges at a probable cause hearing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, Schneider is no longer an officer. He retired following our reports under a confidential disability claim.
What about the other guy who tortured him? What about the guy who cranked his wrist when he was already beaten up and in handcuffs and tased 11 times? What about the other cops who tased him? I know right from wrong. If I was in that situation, I would say, what is going on here? Stop this madness. What about the other cops?
This criminal case is tentatively set for trial next year. I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
The settlement still needs to go through a few more legal steps to be finalized. And while it's confidential, the amount taxpayers are on the hook for should be public record. Dave will keep working to get those numbers. You can catch up on all of his reporting on this case at abc15.com/abuse of power.
Driver's side, passenger side, contacted the driver, still sitting in the vehicle, female who's on the backseat on the driver's side. There's also two small kids inside the backseat as well. Officer Schneider kept saying, they're tensing up on me. He refused to give him his name and information, kept asking why. I could tell that it was kind of going a little bit south with Officer Schneider, so I started to go around the other side to try and help him out. I was nearing the front of
He really stopped Schneider. And he could tell it was going south with Schneider, but he was there and he stopped that beating and tasering. He stopped it. That guy looked like he was trying to fight. I mean, wait till you'd see what I would do if you tried to do that to me.
To resist, he was going to get tased. I did bring my taser out and placed it on his lower back, and I said, "That taser on you." Continued to resist with us. Drive some.
Oh. I joined in on the mob mentality of abusing and kicking and punching and attacking somebody who the stupid policy of trying to strap someone's wrist behind their back never works out efficiently. So we just do what we always do. We beat, kick, punch, tased. Is there a difference between a dry stun and a wet stun? He had his kids with him, dude. Don't try to make it about drugs. Like this guy was bad. A white bag. Oh, a white, no, it wasn't drugs. He got hit in the head with a bag and he fell down over backwards.
Soda bottles and soda cans that were full. Female struck me with that swinging at me. I never saw her actually being there. I never saw her do it. I just saw the white door with them.
Wow. 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 Now these people are the victims of multiple bags of sodas and cans that are full, and they're going to arrest. Oh my God. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Truly. Let's just put Matt Schneider, cop. Let's see what pops up here. 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Charges dropped.
Tonight, a long-awaited update to a major ABC 15 investigation. The criminal case will continue against a Glendale officer. This is after Dave Bisky being exposed him tasering a handcuffed man in the groin. After a 3-day hearing, a judge ruling there is probable cause for the felony charges against Officer Matthew Schneider. 3 years ago, our investigation exposed Schneider and other officers tasering a man nearly a dozen times.
Right here. the devil's in the details. You really have to read, and you find out this cop has not faced any criminal charges. I want to show this to you guys because I want you to know the truth. No, that's not it. So I want to show you guys this. Sorry about that. I want to show you guys everything that I see, that I read, so that you guys can know what I know. Defense seeks immunity. So the attorney representing Glendale officers. So this comes out in January 30th of 2022. So this is too old. You know, we need something in the past month. Okay, so here it is, guys. This is what I told you. So a settlement was reached after mediation. So just so you guys know, when you see this right here, what this means for the judge later is that, hey, look, the state already paid. When the judge sees this, because they've waited for 4 years now, and you're going to see that they waited for 4 years. So they're going to have their little report here. The city of Glendale has just settled a years-long federal lawsuit against police officers who made up a blinker violation to beat the hell out of people, unlawfully threatened a passenger with jail, and then tasered him nearly a dozen times. The city's terms limit with Johnny Recroft and his children are confidential, will be finalized after probate judge's approval, according to court records. After a series of emails seeking comment, Glendale officers wrote, "We have no further comment on this case now or in the future." Where's the criminal charges? Outside attorneys for Glendale aggressively litigated this case, and Wheatcroft's claims survived motions for summary judgment and to dismiss. A settlement was reached after mediation hearings in late September, records show. One of the involved officers, Matthew Schneider, is facing multiple felony aggravated assault charges and is set for trial for next year. So next year, the charges happened in July of 2017. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? In front of 2 children, torture cuffed Wheatcroft. By pulling his shorts down. Okay, here it is. The Arizona Attorney General's office was forwarded the case in June of 2020 by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office under the former county attorney Bill Montgomery. MCAO initially declined to file charges against Schneider. But the business day after ABC's 15 initial report, the FBI opened a criminal investigation. So where's this FBI criminal investigation, by the way? Whatever happened to this? Never heard a word about it. Asked the agent would reevaluate their case for state charges. The former attorney Adele Dell declared a conflict of interest and had the case sent to the attorneys general's. Alistair Adele declared a conflict of interest. A spokesperson said that Schneider had once coached Adele's sons in Little League. You see, there it is. There it is. There it is. You see it? You see it right here? Okay, so now I want you guys to think outside the box here. Or actually don't think inside the box. Think however you want. Alistair Adele kicked the ball down the road until the settlement could be reached. And once the settlement could be reached, now when the criminal charges happen in front of the judge is going to say the state already paid. And since cops are the biggest state funders there are, cops fund the jails, the judges, the attorneys. Cops fund everything. They're the money rainers. They rain down government money for government folk. So when they go to trial for Matt Schneider, which is next year now, so that's going to be 2023, how many of you guys, if you kidnapped someone, twisted their arms up, tried to break their shoulder, tried to break their wrist, took them to a dungeon, would it take 6 years to try you? Six full years. I'm just wondering. They just stalled just long enough so that they could make sure that they kick the can right down the road. They just want to kick the can. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Okay. Schneider, who was one of Glendale's top arrest leaders, has been suspended at least 6 times according to personnel files, from issues ranging from excessive force with reach to persistent workplace harassment against a female officer in his unit. You can't make this shit up. He was one of the top, Schneider, who's one of Glendale's top arrest leaders. He's just a prick. Has been suspended or disciplined at least 6 times, according to his personnel file. The issue ranging from excessive force with Wheatcroft to persistent workplace harassment. And then to get rid of him, they got to pay him out. A city pension approved Schneider's early retirement for accidental disability claim. Accidental disability. He's on disabled, so he can't do anything the rest of his life, huh? Okay. Okay. Seems legit to me. Seems legit to me. Whoops. Sorry about that. 1 second. That's crazy. There was someone else here that I was going to show you guys in my watch history. I mean, I watch a lot of videos. You know, I don't want to, but I just end up watching a lot of videos because I'm always, it's just always so tough. It's always so tough because you have no choice but to watch them, because you know that until the system gets changed, that nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen until we change the system. You know, we can have all the ideas we want, but it's just, until we change the system, we're screwed. Nothing good happens until this system gets turned upside down. This won't work. This system will never work. And you guys know it, and I know it. I'm not saying anything that's too far outside the boundaries. You guys know the system has to be changed. And that's the reason why they attack so badly, because the system has got to be changed. Oh, you know what? I'm going to wait till I can see if I can get Paul Enslaved to come back on the show, because a guy made a video the other day and I want to just point some things out. I want to watch it with Paul Enslaved. So you guys reach out to Paul, let him know that I want to speak to him. I want to get him on the show. I'm just taking a look at something here real quick. See if I can find that video that I looked at the other day that was just riveting for me. Anyway, no, listen, I know it's getting late. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast, but let me say hello to some people. What's going on? Aaron Queen is back in the room, huh? How you doing, man? Yeah, I watch them back mostly in slow motion, to be honest with you. I watch them in slow motion. So listen, tomorrow I'm going to teach Don't Push the Button, but I think I'm just going to teach it live so you guys can ask questions. So I'm going to set a StreamYard for tomorrow. I'm going to teach Don't Push the Button tomorrow on StreamYard because it seems to be pretty smooth. And I can just put my videos that I've already downloaded right here on StreamYard, and I can just reference you guys things, and then, you know, you guys can take a look at, how's the sound? Is the sound okay? Because this is a new sound system. I'm going to teach tomorrow intermittent fasting and how to do it. I'm also going to do some shirtless stuff, just not until after the program is over, and then I'll show the different stuff, how the way I looked. You guys are just going to see it in my face, the way my face will change. But on the final video that I'm going to do for in 90 days or 120 days, you guys are going to get to see how much weight. So just so you guys know, you guys can take a look at my face now. This is not how I look my best. I can look my best when I intermittent fast every single day. And, you know, a lot of people said, oh, Chille, you don't look so good. I'm getting fat right now on purpose. So when you're not going into autophagy at least 3 times a week, you're not going to look your best. So you want to look your best. You want to learn this autophagy that I'm going to be teaching tomorrow. I'm just going to teach it on here. You know, I was going to do a bunch of things, but this, I seem to have this figured out pretty well. So, oh no, there goes that shitty little light. I can't wait to lose this fat, you guys. I can't wait. Please join me in that. It's called Don't Press the Button. Don't push the button. Don't put, which do you like better? Don't push the button or don't press the button? Because it goes, I bought both domain names. Don't push the button, don't press the button. So I have it right there. If you guys haven't got a trifold or a t-shirt or something like that, go to the store and get an ebook. Make sure you guys get those. And I want to fix that light, but I don't want to have to crawl behind this desk to do it. So you guys will see, man, I'll start to look a lot better. When you go into autophagy, you look a lot better. You look a lot better. You'll see. You know, I'm not being vain. I'm being honest. You too can lose all the wrinkles on your face and go into a state of autophagy and look so much better. I'm going to explain it in such great detail tomorrow. It's going to be boring for people who don't like science, but the cool thing about this now is I can just pull up the videos that I was going to show you, and I don't have to. This is I'm really going to teach you guys something tomorrow. If you didn't really know how to intermittent fast, or you always wondered what it was or how it worked or the reason why people do it or what the health benefits of it are, you know, I'm going to teach it in such amazing detail. Spartan School of Wrestling. Spartan School of Wrestling, you know, wrestling's my favorite sport, so I don't really want to have a beef with you, buddy, but you're wrong. You can stop anywhere you want on the highway, and you've seen me do it 10 times. What's happened to me? Okay. I'm glad we had this talk. Yeet, yeet, yeet. I can't wait to lose this fat. Tonight's my last night of eating bad. Tonight is the last. Yeah, everybody go make sure you don't join Delete Law's Clips. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Didn't get a ticket, Spartan. Didn't get a ticket, buddy. But thanks for coming by the channel. I do love you, dude. I love wrestling, man. It's my favorite sport. I love the sport. I watch it all the time. Yeet, 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 yeet. Chuck P. What's up, Chucky? Love you guys, man. Love you guys. Love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, brother. A little bit more. A couple more days, maybe. All right, I'm gonna get the flock out of here. Do me a favor. Just remember one thing: we don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.